This is a presentation by the Kiowa County Media Center.
Welcome everyone to Greensburg, Kansas, the Kiowa County High School for the girls game, varsity girls game between the Spearville Lancers and the Lady Mavericks from Kiowa County. This is Jay Wynn Fleener with my lovely wife, Amy.
I'm glad to be here. Should be a good game tonight. 2 13 and 14 teams battling for some momentum going into sub-state.
Yep. We are grateful to be here and kind of breaking our teeth in on this game tonight. So we ought to have some fun, and we hope you do too.
These two teams mirror each other pretty well. Both have a dominant post player. Rachel Slattery will be watching for Spearville. Senior point guard Lindsay Heskamp. And Kiowa County kind of has the same. Couple of girls underneath that handle the post real well with the senior point guard and Ryan Hepp.
Very good. Ought to be a good game. I noticed points per game was pretty even in the stats. And their averaging records are close, like you said.
For Spearville, almost everybody averages a few points a game. Slattery leads them with almost 9. Heskamp 7. Little sophomore guard Kisler has about 8 a game. Kiowa Counties are spread out a little better. Senior post Caitlin Gamble's averaging double figures of 12.
Well, we'll be breaking away as they introduce the starting lineup here in just a few minutes or less.
Teams are headed to their benches. They're going to get a last-minute instructions from their coaches, and we'll have some player introductions in the national anthem, and we'll be ready to roll.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's SPIA basketball contest between your visiting team, Spearville High School Lady Lancers, and your home team, Kiowa County High School Lady Mavericks. If you'd please stand, remove your headgear, and face the flag. Aubrey Vandenhoek will be singing our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Nice job. Introducing your starters for tonight's contest. Starting out with the Spearville Lady Lancers. Number 21, a 5'4" senior, Carly Schutte. For the Lady Mavericks, number 0, a 5'6" senior, Caitlin Gamble. For the Lady Lancers, number 25, a 5'3" senior, Lindsay Heskamp. For the Lady Mavericks, number 13, a 5'10" senior, Heather Melton. For the Lady Lancers, number 31, a 6'1" junior, Rachel Slattery. For the Lady Mavericks, number 22, a 5'3" senior, Ryan Heft. For the Lady Lancers, number 32, a 5'7" sophomore, Marissa Kistler. For the Lady Mavericks, number 33, a 5'6" senior, Dina Liggett. And for the Lady Lancers, number 33, a 6' senior, Brianna Dussault. And for the Lady Mavericks, number 52, a 5'7" sophomore, Mackenzie Heft. Lady Lancers head coach Lori Stein, assisted by Tricia Colbeck. Lady Mavericks head coach Stacy Durstein, assisted by Kim Heft. Good luck, ladies.
All right, well, we got our starting lineup in, and as you can see, the Lady Mavericks will be in white and orange letters, and visitors in their dark blue. Please set the tip off.
6'1" Rachel Slattery will tip for the Lancers. 5'11" Heather Melton for the Mavericks. Mavericks shooting at the south basket. Lancers at the north. Melton wins the tip, moving left to right.
Campbell to Heft at the top.
Spearville sitting in a 2-3 zone with Slattery in the middle.
Heft drives into the paint. Ball taken away by Spearville.
Kiowa County in a man-to-man. Stacy Durstein loves her man-to-man.
Ball goes in. Melton with the rebound. Clears it to Ryan Heft.
Corner to Gamble, in the post to Heft.
Rebound, Spearville.
Dussault with the rebound. Spearville underneath the Slattery.
Goes over the rim.
Both teams a little tight, shooting over the rim tonight.
Mavericks have the ball. Melton.
Kiowa County's looking for that spot on the free throw line.
Ryan Heft's
Shot out of bounds. Lancer ball. Mavericks come out with a little pressure here. Full court pressure.
Mavericks up, and they take the ball away.
Effective call by Coach Durstein. Mavericks need an offside guard to flash the middle.
Melton on the lower wing.
Nice move on the baseline by Melton. Draws a foul on Slattery. Melton at the line for two.
Melton, first of two. Good. Mavericks on the board first. Second one off the front of the iron. Out of bounds on Kiowa County. Good hustle by Mackenzie Heft.
Mavericks stay in their full court pressure.
Looks like man-to-man.
Lancers get the ball in the middle. That's where you want it on a press.
Dussault uses the glass, puts in a nice shot.
Spearville still in that 2-3 zone.
Pass.
Mavericks looking for the ball inside. Going out, nice move by Ryan Half, blocked out of bounds.
Slattery with the block. Ryan Heft will inbound the ball underneath Maverick basket.
Ball into Gamble.
Three-pointer, no, 2. Referee says 2.
Mavericks back in their pressure, slowing Lancers down a bit. Trying to keep the ball out of Heskamp's hand.
Timeout, coach timeout.
Got
Lori Stein wants to talk to him about that full court pressure. Okay, all right. Media Center help. We would like to invite you to come help us become the crew for the Media Center. You have camera operators, video technicians, graphic operators, audio engineers. If any of those appeal to you, we'd like for you to contact Grant Newhold, 723-1117, or Grant Newhold at kwksmedia.org.
And we're back in. Lancers inbound the ball. Mavericks pull the pressure back. Entry pass to Slattery. Nice step through on the post move. Draws the foul on Melton.
That may have gone on. Oh, it went on Ryan Heft. Slattery's first shot off the back of the rim. Second shot away, and it comes off the front of the rim. Nice rebound by Liggett.
Pushing the ball up the floor, trying to get something in transition here. Spearville gets their zone set up fairly quickly. Mavericks swing the ball.
Ryan Heft to Liggett, down to Gamble.
Liggett right
Liggett.
inside the three-point line.
It's a
Sets
long-
up the pressure.
Long two-point shot. Mavericks back in their press. Oh, nice stop by the Mavericks right on the timeline. And away we come the other way.
Mavericks pushing again. Kicked ball, recovered by the Mavericks.
Nice recovery by the Mavericks. Good hustle.
Nice move. Heft working the middle.
Melton over to Liggett. Come back up top to Ryan Heft. Mavericks doing a good job rotating, swinging the ball.
Ball's starting to stick. Mavericks need to keep it swinging side to side.
Liggett with another long two-point shot.
Made basket, set up the pressure. Another turnover by the Lancers.
Gamble with a point blank. Good shot.
Mavericks score in transition. This pressure is becoming fairly effective for them. Kinsey Heft with the foul on the sideline, just a touch late, cutting off the side.
That's a second team foul on the Mavericks.
Kiowa County stays in their man-to-man.
Ball goes in to do so, swings it back out.
Nice double on the post.
That short shot. Gamble with running the ball ahead.
She's got one on the left. Heft cleans up the shot.
Nice job, McKenzie. Kiowa County back a little bit of pressure, not as much. Ball go ahead.
Feeding the post to Slattery as much as they can. Kiowa County's doing a good job of doubling down on her.
Ryan Heft with a good rebound, bringing the ball up the floor.
Nice entry pass to the post. Spearville Lancers take it away. They slow the ball down. Heskamp's going to walk it up.
Slattery with a rebound. doesn't go in.
Spearville misses 2, point blank. Subs coming in, number 11, Hannah Brown, number 15.
Mackenzie Rose. Sitting down is Ryan Heft and
Dina Liggett.
Dina Liggett. Mavericks working their offense.
Spearville has come out in a man-to-man, results in a steal right away. Carly Schutte takes it all the way to the hole and scores.
Right off the backboard, nice shot.
Hannah Brown running the point for Kiowa County. Spearville content to sit in this 2-3 zone.
Good pressure by Dussault. Comes back to Brown. Up top to Gamble.
Real important against a zone to not let the ball stick. Kiowa County needs to keep it moving.
Brown working in the middle. Gamble. Down to Melton. Kiowa County doing a better job of moving the ball. Ball goes into Gamble in the middle. She turns and puts one up.
A little aggressive on the rebound by Gamble. Got the ball where you needed it against the zone right there at the free throw line.
Mavericks pull back, set up their half-court defense.
And they are
in a zone. Melton with a nice steal in front of Slattery.
Hannah Brown pushing the ball. Mackenzie Heft working real hard in the post, double teamed.
Good hustle. Oh, Spearville with trying to get the outlet pass, and it goes out of bounds underneath the Maverick goal.
Number 15, Erica Hecky in the game for Spearville.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee.
Mackenzie Rose, Ryan Heft. Ryan Heft in for Mackenzie Rose. Liggett in for...
I didn't notice. On the floor for Kiowa County's Brown, Melton, both of the Heft girls, and Dina Liggett.
Good hustle by number 13, Melton. Knocking the ball out of bounds. 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Mavericks sitting on an 11-4 lead.
Spearville swings it out. That's a three-point attempt. Comes up and off. Dussault gets the rebound, and Mavericks take it away.
Ryan Heft digs it out, causes a jump ball.
Coach got a timeout before the jump ball got called. Pretty good hustle by the coach. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. What do you think so far? We're almost done this first quarter. Give me your impression.
Kiowa County really needs to find the middle of the zone. They're pushing deep where the double team is. Lady Lancers just need to hit a few bunny shots. They're getting multiple attempts at the rim. They just haven't had any go in yet. Both teams back out of the huddle, 34 seconds left. Kiowa County ball. Coach Durstein saved a possession for him with that timeout.
Yep.
Spearville still, their 2-3 zone.
Brown to Mackenzie Heft. She's looking at the three. Brown will take it. Comes off the side of the rim. Heft with some good hustle.
Off her fingertips, out of bounds. Kiowa County gonna sit in a zone for the last 10 seconds of the quarter. Pressure on the ball out top.
Long three-point. Brown with the rebound. And Mavericks are not going to get a good shot off in the quarter.
At the end of one. Your hometown, Lady Mavericks 11. Your guest, Spearville Lancers 4.
Did you know the Kiowa County Media Center offers state-of-the-art audio production? What does that mean? It means professional recording for bands and solo artists, voiceovers, live events, on-hold messaging, the list goes on. It means that Darren, our audio producer, is Pro Tools certified to mix and master your audio recording professionally with the best tools in the business. It means the latest technology plus the professionals to do the job right. Check it out for yourself on the web at kwksmedia.org. The Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
And we're back out here at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Mavericks lead 11-4. Getting ready to start the second quarter. The fouls are real even. I don't know.
The Lancers ball, bringing it in to start the second quarter.
Lady Lancers have the ball. They're working the perimeter. Dussault, ball. Dina Liggett pushing the ball up. She's got a girl out in front of her.
Nice bounce pass in the post to Hannah Brown. Working hard to get a shot off.
Muscles that up.
Player control foul on number 11. Hannah Brown using her off arm to clear some space. Kiowa County back in their full court pressure. Dina Liggett, Ryan Heft, Heather Melton, Caitlin Gamble with a steal, and Hannah Brown on the floor.
Looks like Spearville's got resting their starters here to start the second quarter.
Number 13. Ratzliff in the game. 15, Horning Hecky, Cody Offerly.
Dina Liggett's shot comes off the front of the rim.
Tasha Kraft and Cody Offerly on the floor for the Lancers.
Oh, nice bounce pass into Horning Hecky.
Nice block by Heather Melton.
Yep.
Mavericks pushing the ball. Ryan Heft all the way to the cup.
Nice move in the paint there by Ryan Heft.
Made baskets, let you get your defense set up. Kistler.
Mavericks come back with the pressure. Nice feed.
Heft to Gamble, and she's undercut.
Yep. I don't know if I'd call that a good foul. It was a foul.
Subs at the score table coming in on the second shot. Heskamp, Slattery, and Mackenzie Heft.
Gamble's first shot in. Melton will go sit down for the Mavericks. That'll put
Ratzliff and Horning Hecky back to the bench for the Lancers.
Gamble with a nice free throw, smooth looking shot.
And back into the full court pressure. Ball on the sideline, headed, centered the ball.
Lancers do a good job with the pressure.
41, Brooke Offerly in the game for the Lancers.
Mavericks in a man.
Hannah Brown picked off that pass to the baseline. Mavericks set up their offense. Caitlin Gamble in the post. Off the backboard, nice touch.
Mavericks back in their full court pressure. Lancers working to get it through. Dina, go ahead.
Just like at home, honey.
Dina Liggett called with the foul.
15 Rose back in the game.
That's her first.
Tasha Kraft on the baseline. Skip pass all the way across to Kistler. Maverick zone pretty active right now.
Travel. Picked up her pivot foot before she could get the pass off.
No pressure by the Lancers, still consent to sit in their zone. Very athletic Cody Overly is going to be at the top. Let's see if she can disrupt some passes. She was a first-team All-State volleyball player this year.
Hannah Brown goes out wide to Gamble. Gamble jump stop. Shot goes up and over the backboard.
Tasha Kraft coming down the left side. Finds her point guard, Lindsay Heskamp. Nice swing pass to the baseline. Cody Overly takes a bump by Mackenzie Heft. I believe that's 2 on her. Heather Melton's going to come right back in the game.
Heft coming out. Mackenzie Heft coming out.
Kiowa County in a 2-3 zone on the entry.
Slattery, that's her first bucket of the night, I believe.
I believe you're right.
17-6, Maverick lead. Rose down on the wing.
Ball sticking a little bit for Kiowa County. Turnover, trying to pass through the zone.
Spearville moving the ball pretty well.
Kiowa County in a zone. They're going to front and back Slattery. Looks like they're going to make somebody else score on him.
Melton gets her hand on the ball, knocks it out of bounds.
Good deal for Kiowa County. Cody Overly was all alone underneath the basket. 33 Liggett back in the game for Kiowa County.
Hannah Brown gonna get a rest.
Tasha Kraft shoots from the three-point line. Rachel Slattery picks it up underneath and scores.
Yep. Rose brings the ball across the timeline. Kiowa County setting up their offense. Ball goes into Melton in the paint. Foul on the floor, they call.
Kiowa County with a little motion offense there. For a crosswalk for the girl coming the backside. Rose
Foul.
from the three-point line. Slattery with a nice rebound.
Pass goes wild.
Ryan Heft pushing, swinging the ball. Heather Melton right down the lane. Slattery with a nice block, stays in bounds.
Spearville working the ball. Mavericks in a zone defense. Heather Melton gonna get called with a block.
Rachel Slattery took the ball strong to the basket. She's racked up several fouls on the interior players for Kiowa County in this half.
That's 7, so we'll be shooting 1 and 1. Melton with the rebound. Liggett.
Kiowa County swinging the ball. Rose with a nice entry pass, fumbled a little bit by Melton. Nice pass to Liggett. Touches all of the rim and bounces out.
Slattery with a nice rebound.
Melton with good hands again, knocks that entry pass out of bounds. 21, Carly Schutte back in the game for Spearville. Tasha Kraft takes a seat.
Nicole Ballard in the game for the Mavericks.
And Kiowa County ball, the arrow must have been a little tardy. I've been a scorekeeper before, I know that happens.
Ball goes into Gamble. Foul on number 33.
Brianna Dussault.
Dussault. That's her first foul. Ballard's Mavericks slowing that ball down again.
Spearville was in a man just a couple of trips down the floor back in that 2-3 zone.
Liggett.
She has got the hot hand from the outside this half. That is 3 long-range shots and sets up the pressure again for Kiowa County. Got the ball to the center. It's a 3-on-2. Liggett chases down the long rebound.
Pushes the ball up the floor. Lady Mavericks setting up their offense.
Kiowa County is incredibly patient in their half-court offense. They are working and working for a good shot.
Dussault with the rebound for the Lady Lancers.
Spearville's got 2 6-footers on strong side of the floor. Can't find an entry angle.
Ball goes into Dussault. She's fouled, making a pass.
Spearville setting up that high-low action. Dussault was headed down to the post for Slattery.
Foul on Mackenzie Rose, that's her first. Dussault's.
Rachel Slattery kept that ball alive. Kistler missed a point blank. Kiowa County kind of fumbles it out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end.
It was a good rebound, just in a hurry making the pass.
Spearville's working on this high-low double post option again. The ball sticks on a side. Kiowa County can recover. Spearville keeps it moving. They'll find a wide open shooter.
Kind of like that.
Kind of like that.
Yep.
Great pass over the top. Slattery with 2.
Spearville coming out with some pressure at midcourt.
Playing a little man-to-man, Spearville is. Slattery not venturing too far from the middle, though. Nice entry pass, Melton to Liggett. Slattery with a strong rebound. I think they're going to tag her for an over the back.
Looks like it. Mavericks will keep the ball. That's a 5th team foul on Lancers.
2 fouls on Slattery, less than a minute left in the half. Be interesting to see what Coach Stein does.
It was a block by Slattery and they feed her.
Running the floor.
Yep, she's got good hustle. She's fouled on that layup attempt.
Say 22, Ryan Heft got her from the side.
Yep.
Second foul on her. 45 seconds left in the first half. Couple of key players with 2 fouls.
Foul count 9-5. Mavericks 9. Playing pretty aggressive. Slattery's second shot goes in.
Spearville extending their pressure full court. Last 40 seconds.
Liggett with a 3.
She has been on fire. She'll pull them out of that zone pretty quick if she continues that shooting.
Scoreboard has her with 9 this half.
Nice double team by the Mavericks as the ball goes in the post. Spearville scrambling to get a shot off in the 16 seconds.
Nice rebound by the Lady Mavericks.
10 seconds, push the ball ahead. Heft dribbles around everybody, shoots it over the rim.
Slattery altered her shot. .6 left in the first half.
Full court pressure. Lindsay Heskamp throws one up, 15 feet short, and we go to halftime. Your Lady Mavericks 22, Lady Lancers 11.
Kansas was established in 1874. Many changes have taken place during the past 140 years, but one thing has remained the same. The people of this community are committed to continued progress for the entire county. In 1884, the city of Haviland was established in eastern Kiowa County. It was settled by Quakers from Indiana and has had a church and school for over 100 years. Barclay College, located in the north part of Haviland, is operated by the Friends Church. The college has continued to prosper and grow over the past several years and now houses over 200 students on campus and provides distant learning opportunities for students all over the country and around the world. The Haviland Airport has been operating since 1970 and has offered flight instruction for over 40 years. Another business unique to Haviland is the Haviland Telephone Company. It was established in 1949 and now provides telephone and internet service to over 40 communities. Origins is a unique free trade coffee shop located on Haviland's Main Street, along with a barber shop and a hardware grocery store that also serves lunch specials. Haviland offers an assisted living facility, a medical clinic, and a grade school serving students kindergarten through 8th grade. Every August, folks of all ages gather for the Antique Implement and Thrasher Show. This provides a rare glimpse of farming practices from 100 plus years ago when many machines were powered by steam and horse-drawn wagons hauled the grain. And don't forget to stop at the new antique store, locally owned and located just south of Highway 54. You're sure to find a treasure in this beautifully arranged collection of antiques. Mullinville, located on the west side of the county, is home of the Country Cafe, a great locally owned family restaurant that plays host to wind turbine operators, area farmers and ranchers, as well as many families who enjoy the down-home style cooking. The 21st Century Learning Center is located in Mullinville and serves as a virtual school for more than 350 students from across the state. Kiowa County and Wright Co-op, as well as the Haviland State Bank and Zimmerman Abstract and Title, have businesses on Main Street. A recently dedicated Veterans Memorial honoring Kiowa County veterans dating back to the Civil War is located on Main Street and Highway 400. Numerous travelers on Highway 400 are amused and entertained by M.T. Liggett's artistic creations that line the highway west of town. Just a short drive off the beaten path, tourists can't help but be fascinated by the 16-sided round barn. The Fromy Burney Round Barn is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This unique building is located south of Mullinville and is open to the public free of charge year-round. Greensburg is the county seat and serves as a link between the two towns. With help of our supporting communities, Greensburg was able to move forward after the devastating EF5 tornado that leveled the town in 2007. Greensburg is the home of Kiowa County High School, where students from all over the county are educated in one of the most high-tech schools in the state. Greensburg has long held the distinction of having the world's largest hand-dug well as their claim to fame. With the recently dedicated new Big Well Museum and gift shop, tourism continues to be a major industry for the community. New attractions to Greensburg offer more than just a hand-dug well to explore. There's the Kiowa County Commons, which is home to an old-time soda fountain, as well as the Kiowa County Historical Museum. In addition, the 547 Arts Center, named after the date of the tornado and designed by students from the University of Kansas School of Architecture, showcases a variety of artists' works, as well as providing space for numerous community activities. Kiowa County is fortunate to have the Kiowa County Memorial Hospital and Greensburg Family Practice, in addition to a pharmacy located within the hospital to address the community's medical needs. Between the Sunships Business Incubator and Kiowa County United, many businesses have found a home on Greensburg's Main Street. Also located on Main Street are Prairie Point Apartments featuring 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom units. Kiowa County Senior Center is located just across the street, providing an enjoyable place for our seniors to visit and share crafts, as well as enjoy a wonderful noon meal. Additional businesses as well as restaurants can be found along Highway 54 as one drives through town. Memorial Day weekend is a special one in Greensburg. Over the course of the weekend, high school alumni gather to visit with old friends and celebrate class reunions. Happily, the Arts and Crafts Fair made a comeback a few years ago and is part of the downtown festivities. The Greensburg Triangle Rodeo Club hosts an annual rodeo every spring. This tradition has been going strong for more than 50 years. Other events throughout the year include the Hometown Halloween, the annual Rotary Lighted Christmas Parade, the Parade of Homes, and the hosting of an annual soup supper by local Fellowship of Christian Athletes, held in conjunction with other holiday activities. Haviland produces a live nativity every other year, and Mullinville's God's Acre auction, held every year, is always a hit with community members as well as tourists in the area. Greensburg's Industrial Park is located on the east side of town and is ready for manufacturers to find a home. With the development of a new airport, in addition to county and city incentives, the communities of Kiowa County are postured for new industry. Whether you are looking for a place to enjoy the weekend, or just a few days away from your hectic lifestyle, or maybe you're looking for a safe, wholesome place to raise a family, you found it, Kiowa County, Kansas.
Welcome to the Twilight Theater, the crown jewel of entertainment in Southwest Kansas. Unlike anything of its kind, the Twilight Theater and Community Auditorium will be able to host live musical entertainment such as bands, solo artists, and even classical orchestras. Theatrical plays and musicals will have a great venue full of professional lighting and its own concert sound system, like no other theater in rural America. Authors, poets, magicians, motivational speakers, and relationship experts will look at this theater and see a huge opportunity to seek new audiences in a great location. Why would professional acts like these come to Southwest Kansas? Being built in the 21st century allows the Twilight Theater and Community Auditorium to have capabilities unlike any other venue within hundreds of miles, making it a great destination. A partnership with the Kiowa County Media Center facilitates the transformation of a local performance into an internet program streamed to audiences around the world. It is rare for a venue to offer acts the option of live programming, which gives rise to reaching beyond a live audience and drives growth for a larger fan base. This feature is an added enticement along with the high-quality facility of the Twilight Theater. You'll hear the crowd roar as we cheer on favorite teams in a Super Bowl, Final Four championship, or even our own Mavericks sporting events. The sounds, crowd, and smell of hot dogs and popcorn will give the feel of a live atmosphere. You can also rent the facility for your own event or private party. With the ability to show more than just movies, the Twilight Theater becomes home to a multitude of community gatherings, such as hosting 400-seat conferences and conventions in a comfortable setting with the theater stage and dressing rooms being utilized for guest speakers and celebrities. In conjunction with the magnificent stage space for performance, the 27 by 55-foot B screen will be the largest projection screen between Wichita and Denver. Not only will the latest movie releases be back in our community, but they will be better than ever with seat-rumbling THX surround sound audio and a crystal clear high-definition picture to pull audiences into every scene. What makes the theater important to our community? Families will have the ability to walk together to a movie, teenagers a safe place to gather with friends, and young couples can date at the local theater without leaving town. This will keep money in the county that is presently being spent elsewhere while providing entertainment locally. The new facility will draw people from all over Southwest Kansas, generating additional revenue for years to come. School performance. When Kiowa County Schools rebuilt, they chose not to build an auditorium with the idea they would be using the Twilight Theater stage for performances. This venue will allow high school forensic groups to produce phenomenal school plays while giving students the opportunity to perform in a professionally equipped theatrical facility. Pre-K through high school talent, vocal and band performances will be hosted by the Twilight for mom and dad to enjoy in extreme comfort. The Twilight Theater is one of the last remaining elements to improve our quality of life on the road to becoming a complete, rebuilt Greensburg.
The internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
Go.
Highlights of the first half showing Liggett red hot from the outside. And Liggett again with that 3 ball.
And we're back to live action. Melton misses a shot right under the basket.
Kiowa County is going to stay in this 1-2-2 zone, try to cut down the inside presence of the Lady Lancers. Wings are going to take the ball at the top and the sides. 2 down low are going to stay put.
Hornan-Hecky takes a shot. Ryan Heft with the rebound. She's going to push the ball. And Hornan-Hecky takes it away. She pushes the ball up.
On the floor for Spearville, 15, Erica Horny-Hecky, 31, Rachel Slattery. And she scores, 33, Brianna Dussault, 25, Lindsay Heft, and 21, Carly Schutte. 5 starters back on the floor for Kiowa County.
Ryan Heft going to take a shot. That's a good 2-pointer.
Made shots, allow the pressure to set up. Lindsay Heft down the sideline. Pretty good handle on that ball. Kiowa County's got 1 in front and behind, Rachel Slattery.
Gamble with a good box out on Slattery there. Ryan Hefto pushes the ball into Mackenzie Heft.
Slattery knocks it out of bounds. Kiowa County will bring it in underneath. Ball's coming at us. Skip pass thrown out of bounds. Lady Lancers will bring it in.
Slattery kicks the ball out.
Schutte for 2. Lady Lancers have it under double digits for the first time in a while.
Hornan-Hecky is guarding Dina Liggett pretty close.
Ryan Heft with the 2 from the same spot. Rachel Slattery got out on a switch on her and couldn't keep up.
Hornan-Hecky with a nice shot in the paint.
Mavericks are sitting in that zone. Lancers are doing a nice job bringing the guard from the back.
Seemed like that's what you told him to do in the first half. Or suggested.
It was a suggestion.
Only a suggestion.
Spearville's back in the zone, but it's not their 2-3. They're running a matchup zone.
Errant pass picked up by Dussault. Lady Lancers coming the other way. Ball goes into Slattery, kicks it out. Back to Slattery, kind of a give and go.
It's a great pass by Heskamp. Slattery just left it a little short. Spearville recovers.
And there's a push by Dina Liggett. That's her second, maybe? Oh, yep.
Ball back into Heskamp. Underneath the Slattery. They're making that entry pass at will. Kiowa County's doubling down pretty quick. Over the top. Beautiful pass. Dussault to Slattery. High-low with the posts.
Kiowa County fronting her, and they just lobbed it over.
Number 5, Miller's off the bench for Kiowa County, getting ready to check into the game. Kiowa County playing a 2-man game over here on the left side.
Dussault with the block on Caitlin Gamble.
The size of the Lady Lancers is starting to impose their will a little bit underneath.
I was thinking that earlier, that Horn and Hecky girl puts a little more height on the floor for them when she's out there.
Then for Kiowa County, Miller and Hannah Brown.
Dussault sits down and Marissa Kitzler comes in for the Lancers. Go right to her.
Backside pass again. Kiowa County does not have their head on a swivel. They are not seeing the cutter come from the backside.
Hannah Brown puts up a shot. Owen Gamble tries to put that one up quick, and it doesn't fall.
Was Miller, number 5, Miller.
Oh.
She came in for Gamble.
Okay.
Spearville is moving the ball fairly effectively against this Kiowa County zone. Kiowa County needs to return the favor on the other end.
Dina Liggett comes up with that long rebound, brings it across.
Mackenzie Rose at the free throw line. Mackenzie Heft, sorry about that. Scrum for the ball. Ryan Heft just outruns Lindsay Heskamp. We have a timeout, Kiowa County.
Yep. Take the break here. Full halftime. Full timeout called by the coach, Durstein. Hey, connect with us at the Media Center. Like us on Facebook for updated reminders about our live events that are coming to you on the stream. Like us, Kiowa County Media Center on Facebook. And we're back out of the timeout, called by Coach Durstein.
On the floor for Spearville, Heskamp, Kistler, Slattery, Schutte, and Horning-Hecky.
For Kiowa County, Ryan Heft, Dina Liggett, Hannah Brown, Mackenzie Heft, and
Miller, number 5.
Mackenzie Heft puts up a shot.
Rachel Slattery's altered 2 shots there in that sequence.
Yep.
Ball out of bound. Lady Mavericks retain possession. Kiowa County kind of had their way with this zone in the first half.
They seem to be more aggressive with it this half. Mackenzie Heft.
Kinsey
Drive.
took it strong to the basket.
And went down hard in the process.
She shakes it off and makes her way to the free throw line. 3 subs ready to come in on the second free throw for Spearville. Brooke Offerly, Tasha Kraft, Brianna Dussault. First shot, good. Subs in, taking a rest, Lindsay Heskamp, Carly Schutte, Rachel Slattery. Caitlin Gamble's gonna make her way into the game.
Jansen Miller sitting down for the ladies. Lady Mavericks. Oh,
The second one halfway down and pops out.
yep.
Freshman Brooke Offerly running the point for the Lancers. Ryan Heft read that pass. Takes it off down the sideline.
And in, nice job, Ryan. Mavericks come out in some pressure.
Got 2 guards off the bench for the Lancers. Let's see if this pressure affects them.
Dussault, ball goes down low to Dussault. She leaves it short.
Heft comes out of there with a nice
Mackenzie Heft,
rebound.
yep.
Pushing the ball to Hannah Brown. Under a minute left in this third quarter.
Dina Liggett.
Skip pass over to Ryan Heft.
Mavericks moving the ball a little better. Still sticky.
Nice entry pass into Heather Melton.
And up and in. Oh, that's Caitlin Gamble.
Caitlin Gamble, she made a tough shot over a bigger post. And the backside of the pressure breaks down. Lancers get an easy shot. Dussault misses a bunny. Heft on the run again.
She's going in. Draws a foul.
Took it right to the chest of the defender. Nobody cut off the ball.
Good hustle by Ryan.
A 2-shot foul coming in on the second shot.
15.9 left.
Rachel Slattery.
Nice shot.
Heft makes the first for Kiowa County. 15, Mackenzie Rose.
Dina Liggett getting a breather in the first quarter here. Third quarter. Heft makes them both and takes a seat.
Smart substitution by Coach Durstein.
Nicole Ballard comes in for Mackenzie Heft. She's gonna
And Melton in for McKenzie.
breathe their starters here just a little bit.
Some pressure. Kiowa County did not get to the sideline. Spearville takes it right down. Tasha Kraft a little out of control. Kiowa County comes up with it. 6 seconds left. Let's see what we get.
Gamble headed to the basket.
1.7 left.
Oh, and they're going to call her in the act of shooting. So they're going to give her 2 shots.
It might have been a little bit liberal use of continuation.
I saw him say she was going up. So,
Then she must have been.
yeah, she must have been. That's right.
She cans the first one. And the second one took full advantage of that call.
Mavericks with pressure here.
And that's the third quarter buzzer. Lady Mavericks 35, Lady Lancers 21.
The ladies started off kind of, Mavericks started off that half kind of slow, but they picked it up. And here's a message from our sponsor.
Kiowa County fan of the game, Taylor Odell. That is awesome.
Mavericks come out with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Ball goes into Melton. She passes it down to Gamble. The Lancers come away, and they can't handle a pass. Mavericks will get it back at their own end.
Hannah Brown just pestered her all the way up the sideline. She fumbled it out of bounds. On the floor for Kiowa County, number 15, Rose. Number 14, Ballard. 11, Brown. 0, Gamble. And 13, Melton. Nice entry pass.
Oh, nice job by Gamble.
Her 5'6" frame gets off the ground. She competes with those posts pretty well.
Yep.
On the floor for Spearville, Heskamp, Kistler, Slattery, Schutte, and Cody Oferle. Spearville settled down, moving the ball around this zone pretty effectively. Cody Oferle draws a block, headed to the basket.
That's the second team foul on Kiowa County this half. Fouls are even at 2 to 3. Mavericks take that pass away.
They had that inbounds play scouted out pretty well.
Yep. Rose working the ball around the perimeter.
Caitlin Gamble a little quicker than Slattery. Slattery takes her off high though.
Slattery with the block.
2 blocks on that possession.
Yep.
Kiss. Here we have 2 blocks in 1 possession. First one on. Takes the rebound right out of the air. Coach Durstein thought there might have been a little bit of a follow-through there on that second one, talking to the official as he came down the sideline.
Ball goes into Slattery. Melton giving her a hip. Gets called for the push.
Officiating's getting a little tight here in the fourth quarter.
That's a true statement.
I appreciate you laughing at me.
You're laughing, so I'm laughing with you. Horning Hecky bringing the ball in underneath. Goes into Slattery.
Kiowa County did a nice job of staying straight up on that possession. Heather Melton dribbling between 2 Lancers, lost the ball. Heskamp sets it up for Spearville.
Mavericks with some good shuffling going on there.
Rachel Slattery just out-muscled Kiowa County for that rebound. Puts in 2 more points. She has 13 now for the Lady Lancers. Leads all scorers in the game. Melton drives the baseline. Official calls her for a charge.
Kiowa County with some full court pressure.
Let's see the replay on that. Baseline, and that was close. It's her 3rd foul.
Dina Liggett with a nice steal.
And a nice pass, and a better pass by Gamble
nice.
to Heft.
Nice ball movement there by the Lady Mavericks. They're making them pay for that.
Lead balloons to 16, 5 minutes left in the game. Lancers a little aggressive. 31 called for the reach-in foul.
Looking a little frustrated.
Beautiful replay of that ball sharing layup.
Yep. Pretty unselfish play of the Maverick ladies.
Ratzliff and Dussault back in the game for the Lady Lancers.
Slattery and Hornan-Hecky go to the bench.
Good reflexes by Heskamp on that inbounds.
Lancers with some pressure here on the Mavericks.
Have 5 minutes to cut into a 16-point lead. Errant pass by the Mavericks. Turn the ball back over to the Lancers. It'll throw in the same place the Mavericks threw it out of bounds.
Ball goes in to do so.
Heskamp for 3. Nice looking shot, just a little strong. Rebound bounces out of bounds. Kiowa County sends a flyer on the man-to-man. Lindsay Heskamp with a great hustle move, takes it out of her hands, out of bounds.
Good hustle on both players right there.
It's a good press break call by Kiowa County. Dina Liggett.
The 3.
Still sporting that hot hand from the first half.
Nice bit of ball work right there. And
Caitlin Gamble with the hustle. Must have gotten her with the body. Lady Lancers will be shooting bonus on the next foul. Subs coming in for the Lady Lancers, 14, Tasha Kraft, 41, Brooke Offerly.
Lady Lancers working against the Maverick zone. And a nice partial block there by Melton. Dina Liggett runs down the loose ball, crosses the timeline. Ball goes into Melton. Nice move.
Fakes to the left, goes right around the shorter guard, right to the rim. Kiowa County is going to break this wide open.
Melton has a little more access to the rim without Slattery in there.
It's a true story. Oh, Melton got caught on the high side of Dussault. She shoots it hard. Comes up with her own rebound.
Foul called against Kiowa County.
Got their hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yep.
42. Here's this play by Melton. Nice ball fake. Takes it to her right.
Ryan Heft and Dina Liggett sit down for the Mavericks.
Mackenzie Heff called for that last foul, her third. Just under 4 minutes left in the game.
7 team fouls for the Mavericks, so the Lancers will be shooting 1-1 on subsequent fouls, at least.
Dussault sinks her first. Misses a second. Mackenzie Heft comes up with the rebound. Gamble pushing the ball.
Melton off the front of the rim. Dussault gets up for a nice rebound there.
Melton could have made use of the backboard on that shot.
Lancers working it. Dussault gets a rebound, and she's going to be fouled.
Dussault is working hard underneath.
A foul called on Mackenzie Rose.
So misses the first. Second one coming. Rachel Slattery sitting, ready to come in for the shooter.
In and out.
And she hustles to get her own rebound, but knocks it out of bounds.
It was pretty good.
She's put in several minutes of hard work here. Well-deserved rest.
Yep.
I used to miss my second free throw on purpose so I didn't have to sit down. Kiowa County barely gets it in under the 5 seconds. Tasha Kraft with a nice steal from the back. May or may not have stepped on the sideline.
Yeah.
Heather Melton with a nice rebound. Brooke Offerly a little tight.
Mavericks getting up to come in. Lady Mavericks coming in.
Your floor general, Ryan Heft, back in the game, and your sharpshooter, Dina Liggett. Spearville switching on the screen. Kiowa County looking for an inland. There we go. Ryan Heft likes to go to the right. Kiowa County working motion offense.
Gamble gets tied up.
Foul on number 13, Ratzliff for the Lady Lancers.
That's her second.
Again.
Ball goes into Mackenzie Heft. Nice move. An up and under. You call that an up and under?
We call that an up and under.
All right.
Dina Liggett with quick hands again. A steal. Foul going up for the shot. Turnovers are just killing the Lady Lancers.
The foul's going on Tasha Kraft, her second. Look at shooting 2.
Hannah Brown and Lindsay Heskamp at the scores table ready to check in.
Maybe Ms. Liggett should back up near the 3-point line.
Maybe so.
Oh, nice shot there.
She has a nice touch this evening. And quick hands, that is the third steal.
Oh.
Nice hustle by Kiowa County. Over and back, possessed it in the front court, took it to the back court.
So a wide turn. Good hustle by the Lady Mavericks.
Spearville in a spread offense, trying to go high-low with their posts again. Kinsey Heft knocks it out of bounds. Lindsay Heskamp, 3-ball from the top, a little strong. Ryan Heft with a great box out. Good hustle, 41, Brooke Overly, 52, Mackenzie Heft. Scores table says Lady Lancer ball. Miss Unruh's been at that score table for several years.
Yep.
I'm sure she is absolutely correct.
Yep. The Lancers have the ball.
Inbound to Slattery to the corner.
Mackenzie Heft brings it out.
That
I'm
would
sorry.
be Ryan
That
Heft.
would be Ryan Heft. Mavericks setting up their offense.
Lady Lancers out in a man-to-man. They need the ball, and buckets in a hurry.
Melton.
Tasha Kraft brings it down. Dina Lickett.
Dina Lickett with a nice steal, and she's going to push the ball.
Left side. She's fouled.
And that's a eighth foul, so we'll be shooting 1-1. Subs coming for the Lady Mavericks.
Number 5, Jansen Miller. Number 15, Mackenzie Rose.
And Nicole Ballard set to come in for the shooter.
Dina Liggett earns herself another. She subscribes to my theory. Lancers pushing the ball. Tasha Kraft took it strong to the basket. Slattery working hard for the rebound, taps it right into the Mavericks. Coming up on 60 seconds left in this one. Kiowa County running the old flex offense. There goes Jansen on the flex cut.
Hannah Brown will go to the line for the Lady Mavericks.
Brooke Oferley playing defense just a little tight. Her second foul. Dina Liggett sits down for the evening. She put in a good night's work.
Slattery with the rebound.
50 seconds. Tasha Kraft shoots a 3. Mackenzie Heft brings down the rebound. Kiowa County should not be in any hurry.
And there's the weave going on, huh?
There's the flex cut across the baseline. Jansen up under the middle. Kiowa County looks content just to pass this one to the buzzer. Jansen got a little zealous down the middle. Called for a travel. 6.3 left in the contest. Pretty solid performance by the Kiowa County Lady Mavericks this evening.
Yep.
Nice balance on offense and lots of turnovers on defense.
Lots of momentum taking them into the sub-state game coming up.
Yet their opponent, St. John, head coach Trish Wade was sitting in the stands doing a scouting report.
So that'll do it for our game tonight for the ladies.
Her highlights on the screen now.
Berkeley College Online has the same mission as on campus, which is to prepare students in a Bible-centered environment for effective Christian life, service, and leadership. All of our online professors are experienced practitioners in their respective fields who love and follow Jesus and serve in the church. Taking classes through Berkeley College Online is easy. You do not have to download complicated software, and courses are provided online and are compatible with Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. Berkeley College's open enrollment allows students to jump in at any point during the year when students are ready. Classes are available all year long so students can keep moving towards their academic goals at their pace. Classes are 6 weeks in length. Students generally take one class at a time but may choose to take multiple classes. Students may want to simply pick up a course for personal development while others are working towards degree completion. A 2-week online orientation class is available at no charge. The online orientation will provide you with the knowledge, resources, and support needed in order to succeed in the Berkeley College Online program. A vital piece of each class is our virtual chapel, which allows students to focus on ministering to one another in a caring community of online friends. Berkeley College Online offers bachelor degrees in biblical studies, business management, Christian ministry leadership, and psychology. The online program also offers a program for the Master of Arts in Transformational Leadership degree.
Kiowa County, Kansas was established in 1874. Many changes have taken place during the past 140 years, but one thing has remained the same. The people of this community are committed to continued progress for the entire county. In 1884, the city of Haviland was established in eastern Kiowa County. It was settled by Quakers from Indiana and has had a church and school for over 100 years. Barclay College, located in the north part of Haviland, is operated by the Friends Church. The college has continued to prosper and grow over the past several years and now houses over 200 students on campus and provides distant learning opportunities for students all over the country and around the world. The Haviland Airport has been operating since 1970 and has offered flight instruction for over 40 years. Another business unique to Haviland is the Haviland Telephone Company. It was established in 1949 and now provides telephone and internet service to over 40 communities. Origins is a unique free trade coffee shop located on Haviland's Main Street, along with a barber shop and a hardware grocery store that also serves lunch specials. Haviland offers an assisted living facility, a medical clinic, and a grade school serving students kindergarten through 8th grade. Every August, folks of all ages gather for the Antique Implement and Thrasher Show. This provides a rare glimpse of farming practices from 100 plus years ago when many machines were powered by steam and horse-drawn wagons hauled the grain. And don't forget to stop at the new antique store, locally owned and located just south of Highway 54. You're sure to find a treasure in this beautifully arranged collection of antiques. Mullinville, located on the west side of the county, is home of the Country Cafe, a great locally owned family restaurant that plays host to wind turbine operators, area farmers and ranchers, as well as many families who enjoy the down-home style cooking. The 21st Century Learning Center is located in Mullinville and serves as a virtual school for more than 350 students from across the state. Kiowa County and Wright Co-op, as well as the Haviland State Bank and Zimmerman Abstract and Title, have businesses on Main Street. A recently dedicated Veterans Memorial honoring Kiowa County veterans dating back to the Civil War is located on Main Street and Highway 400. Numerous travelers on Highway 400 are amused and entertained by M.T. Liggett's artistic creations that line the highway west of town. Just a short drive off the beaten path, tourists can't help but be fascinated by the 16-sided round barn. The Fromy Burney Round Barn is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This unique building is located south of Mullinville and is open to the public free of charge year-round. Greensburg is the county seat and serves as a link between the two towns. With help of our supporting communities, Greensburg was able to move forward after the devastating EF5 tornado that leveled the town in 2007. Greensburg is the home of Kiowa County High School, where students from all over the county were educated in one of the most high-tech schools in the state. Greensburg has long held the distinction of having the world's largest hand-dug well as their claim to fame. With the recently dedicated new Big Well Museum and gift shop, tourism continues to be a major industry for the community. New attractions to Greensburg offer more than just a hand-dug well to explore. There's the Kiowa County Commons, which is home to an old-time soda fountain, as well as the Kiowa County Historical Museum. In addition, the 547 Arts Center, named after the date of the tornado and designed by students from the University of Kansas School of Architecture, showcases a variety of artists' works, as well as providing space for numerous community activities. Kiowa County is fortunate to have the Kiowa County Memorial Hospital and Greensburg Family Practice, in addition to a pharmacy located within the hospital to address the community's medical needs. Between the Sunships Business Incubator and Kiowa County United, many businesses have found a home on Greensburg's Main Street. Also located on Main Street are Prairie Point Apartments featuring 1, 2, and 3-bedroom units. Kiowa County Senior Center is located just across the street, providing an enjoyable place for our seniors to visit and share crafts, as well as enjoy a wonderful noon meal. Additional businesses as well as restaurants can be found along Highway 54 as one drives through town. Memorial Day weekend is a special one in Greensburg. Over the course of the weekend, high school alumni gather to visit with old friends and celebrate class reunions. Happily, the Arts and Crafts Fair made a comeback a few years ago and is part of the downtown festivities. The Greensburg Triangle Rodeo Club hosts an annual rodeo every spring. This tradition has been going strong for more than 50 years. Other events throughout the year include the Hometown Halloween, the annual Rotary Lighted Christmas Parade, the Parade of Homes, and the hosting of an annual soup supper by local Fellowship of Christian Athletes, held in conjunction with other holiday activities. Haviland produces a live nativity every other year, and Mullinville's God's Acre auction, held every year, is always a hit with community members as well as tourists in the area. Greensburg's Industrial Park is located on the east side of town and is ready for manufacturers to find a home. With the development of a new airport, in addition to city incentives, the communities of Kiowa County are postured for new industry. Whether you are looking for a place to enjoy the weekend, or just a few days away from your hectic lifestyle, or maybe you're looking for a safe, wholesome place to raise a family, you found it, Kiowa County, Kansas.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee encourages you to practice the KC Big Three.
At Kiowa County, we treat others right.
By helping others up.
By encouraging each other.
By patting players on the back and showing good sportsmanship.
At Kiowa County, we make smart decisions.
By respecting the officials.
By keeping our cool.
And by listening to the coach.
At Kiowa County, we maximize our potential.
By practicing on our own time.
And by always giving 100%.
Mavericks and Spearville Lancers. This is a makeup game for both teams for a snow out earlier this season. I am Matt Christensen doing play-by-play for tonight's game, and I'm joined by Jay-Win Plater.
Hey.
Hey, short but sweet, I like that. Now, Jay-Win, tell us a little bit about this Lancers team the Mavericks are going to face.
Well, overall, Spearville looks to have the upper hand, as you saw there by the graphic. They have a better record. They have better results against common opponents and a better score differential. However, a couple of things that we want to look at that we have high hopes about tonight. Optimism. Against Hodgman County, the Lancers lost that game by 10 points, and that was our Mavericks' best game of the year at a 30-point win. So if you look at those two games going head-to-head against Hodgman County, we were ahead. We looked good there. And then with the Ashland game, real close with that common opponent. The Spearville Lancer team has no seniors on their team. They're a growing young team.
Yeah, might also maybe contribute to some inconsistent play. Again, maybe that Hodgman County game probably wasn't their best game, whereas I'd argue that probably was the best game our Mavericks have played so far this year. Another thing to note, this is actually the third game Kiowa County has played this week. They've had two makeup games from games that were snowed out. So they played Monday with a loss versus Ashland, just a few-point loss, actually, pretty good game. Tuesday, with a handy win against a struggling Buckland squad. Of course, this Friday game, the final game of this week, as they get ready to lead up till next week's sub-state playoff games. Again, the semifinals and finals, which will actually be posted here in Kiowa County. So look forward to broadcasting those. Hope you watch us. But we'll toss it over right now for starting lineup, brought to you by Travis Powell, Kiowa County's athletic director.
School Lancers and the Kiowa County High School Mavericks. Starting lineups, starting with the Spearville Lancers. Number 3, a 5'5" freshman, Luke Heskamp. For the Mavericks, number 3, a 5'8" senior, Trevor Powell. For the Lancers, number 10, a 6'2" sophomore, Nathan Stein. And for the Mavericks, number 4, a 5'10" sophomore, Landon Davis. For the Lancers, number 23, a 5'11" junior, Regan Cleason. And for the Mavericks, number 23, a 5'9" senior, Michael Tedder. For the Lancers, number 33, a 6'2" sophomore, Clinton Stein. For the Mavericks, number 24, a 6' senior, Corbin Vandenhoek. And for the Lancers, number 42, a 6'5" junior, Caden Stein. And for the Mavericks, number 44, a 6'1" senior, John Terhune. Lancers head coach Chris Sohm, assisted by Casey Preisner. Kiowa County Mavericks head coach Zach White, assisted by Dave White. Good luck, gentlemen.
And there you have the starting lineups for tonight's game. And as you might have noted, if you were paying attention to those starting lineups, especially for the Spearville side, quite a few Steins on the opposing side, as that is apt to happen when you're facing the Spearville Lancers. As I usually do before the game, I actually go check with the opposing coach to make sure that I'm getting pronunciations correct. So I'll shake his hand, say, hey, Coach, good luck tonight. Any pronunciations I'm going to need help with? And Coach's response tonight was, well, do you know how to pronounce Stein? Because that's going to be a big one. So, yeah. And should be noted that again the 3 Steins in the starting lineup do give the Lancers somewhat of a height advantage. Kiowa County has no players over 6 feet tall, whereas each of the Steins are over 6 feet. 2 at 6'2" and 1 at 6'5". And Caden Stein, number 42 there, winning the tip-off. Quick drive there by 10, Nathan Stein. Misses the first time, but puts it back on the second. And Stein there with a nice tip, leads to a steal. And nice, easy layup by Regan Cleason. Wasn't able to make it fall. But on the rebound, Kiowa County is going to be whistled for a foul. Foul is called on Corbin Vandenhoek. That is the first foul of the game.
Mavericks in a zone defense.
A nice steal there. Ends up in the hands of Terhune. And Tedder going to pull it up, and looks like the Mavericks will set up their offense. Nice turnaround there from Vandenhoek, just doesn't fall. And Nathan Stein called for taking one too many steps there. The Lancers starting off the game in a man-to-man. And Powell loses the handle there. And after a loose ball, it eventually ends up in the hand of Clinton Stein. Nope. Ball back in the heads of Tedder.
Yep.
Really quick pace here to start the first half. And nice drive by Tedder. And he ties it up. Vandenhoek there, able to tip that entry pass out of bounds. Lancers trying to find Stein on the post. And Stein from the baseline, his three doesn't fall, and Tedder ends up with the rebound. And Terhune drives the baseline, tries to find Vandenhoek with a bounce pass, but it gets away and heads out of bounds. So Heskamp will bring the ball up for the Lancers. Quick note about Heskamp. I mentioned before that the Lancers are a fairly young team. That includes Heskamp. He is just a freshman. And after, again, another battle for a loose ball, goes out of bounds, last touch by the Blue Guys. So Mavericks will get the ball back.
Davis with good hustle there.
And once again, nice hustle there by Vandenhoek. I would have thought that would have been a steal for sure, but Vandenhoek with a hustle, able to force a jump ball, and possession arrow going in Kiowa County's way, so they will keep it. Davis with the baseline three, and he sinks it.
Yep.
Mavericks out to a quick lead. Ball goes out of bounds off the Mavericks. And Heskamp with his own three, no good. And nice hustle for rebound by Terhune. And nice pass. Powell finds Terhune under the basket. Nice play.
Like he knew he was going to be there.
Mavericks out to a quick 5-point lead here early in the first quarter. Stein somewhat out of control on that drive, but he will get the rebound back and be fouled, and he should be getting a couple free throws.
I was looking for who.
Actually, that foul is being called on Stein himself, so apparently there was a foul on the rebound before the shot went off.
I never saw him indicate who it was on. I was watching.
Well, I saw that the scoreboard lit up with the number 10, and I noted that there are no Maverick players with the number 10. So Tedder's 3 attempt rims out, and Spearville once again pushing the ball up court. That time, nice drive by Stein is finished off. And he has all 4 points here in the early goings for the Lancers. And once again, refs being a little sensitive about over the backs here.
Foul goes on Regan Cleason.
And that is his first foul of the game, and just the second foul on the Lancers.
Nice touch there by Tedder.
It's the second nice drive he's had. Steal by Powell. He'll push it the other way. And Powell is going to be called for the travel after he lost the handle. So Spearville gets the ball back. Should be noted a new Stein in the game for the Lancers, number 5, Kyler Stein, another freshman.
Regan Cleason getting a breather.
And nice pass from Stein to Stein, but even better block by Corbin Vandenhoek. Powell going to take a 3 from the baseline. No good. Stein with the rebound. And Heskamp pushing the ball the other way. Looks like Mavericks have dropped back to a 3-2 zone. And Spearville coach wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll stay here for this very brief timeout. And would like to remind you that the Kiowa County Media Center will be bringing you live coverage of the 2A Sub-State Basketball Tournament, the March 6th, 7th, and 8th. All the teams in all the games for the semifinals and finals. Girls semifinals on March 6th, boys semifinals on March 7th, and both girls and boys finals on March 8th. So please check the Media Center website for a schedule and tune in and watch some really good teams fight it out for the state tournament. The Mavericks back in their 3-2 zone. And nice, almost steal there by number 33. Cole Kendall in the game now for the Mavericks, but ends up in the hands of the tallest Stein, that's Caden Stein, and he puts it back for 2 points. His first points of the game. Drive by Davis, no good, and in the scuffle, looks like Vandenhoek may be called for a reaching foul. Believe that's his second.
I think that's right.
It is his second, so he will take a breather.
Aaron Heft into the game for the Mavericks.
Stein with a drive, and Heft. That was an authoritative block, I would say.
Yes, it was. Tedder coming in for Brown. Cleason coming in for Kyler Stein.
And nice move there by Nathan Stein. And he is doing the vast majority of the damage here for Spearville. He's got 6 of their 8 points. Mavericks still lead by 1, though, and they've got the ball. Spearville still in their man-to-man defense. And Tedder tried to find Heft at the post, but that's picked off. And it's going to lead to an easy layup for Regan Cleason. Those are his first 2 points. Give and go from Kendall to Tedder back to Kendall, no good. And scuffle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Stein. And again, Spearville very aggressive in pushing the ball back the other way after they force a turnover or get a defensive rebound. Quick turnaround there by Nathan Stein. I always have to look at my sheet. I know, good chance I'm talking about a Stein. I just can't remember which one is which just yet.
Sure. Powell with good hustle chasing that rebound down.
Hopefully I'll get the knack of it by halftime or so. Kendall's 3 a little too strong, and Heft tries to save it back in the hands of Heskamp. And nice pass there, finding Cleason, and that will be a foul on the layup, and Cleason will get a pair of free throws. I've been really impressed with the, I'd say the aggressive offense of Spearville. They're really, whenever they get a rebound or a steal, they're always pushing that ball back towards their basket as fast as they can.
Yep.
A few subs here in now for Spearville. Got number 2, Jory Lamp. Number 11, Jordan Knight. And see if I can pick out the 3rd sub.
Kyler Stein.
Kyler Stein, number 5. And rebound ends up in the hands of Powell. The Mavericks have about 30 seconds here to try and retake this lead, although we'll have to face somewhat of a different defensive scheme. Looks like half-court trap being set up here by the Lancers. And Powell throws away, but looks like Spearville, tell you what, that is some awesome hustle there shown by Heskamp. Looked like that was just going to be a dead turnover, throwing the ball away for the Lancers, but Heskamp wasn't going to have any of that and fought to get that jump ball. So 10 seconds here. Lancers going to try to get one final shot off. And Heskamp's going to take it. No good, and Powell's effort's going to come up short. So really good first quarter, 1-point game. Mavericks down 9-10. Hope you join us there for the second quarter. You're watching Maverick Sports on the Kiowa County.
Did you know the Kiowa County Media Center offers state-of-the-art audio production? What does that mean? It means professional recording for bands and solo artists, voiceovers, live events, on-hold messaging, the list goes on. It means that Darren, our audio producer, is Pro Tools certified to mix and master your audio recording professionally with the best tools in the business. It means the latest technology plus the professionals to do the job right. Check it out for yourself on the web at kwksmedia.org. The Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
And welcome back as we get ready to start the second quarter here. Very good competitive first quarter. Kiowa County trailing just by 1, 9-10. Nathan Stein, number 10, leading scoring for the Lancers. He's got 6 points on Kiowa County side. Michael Tedder leading the way with 4. And Mavericks will start the quarter with possession.
Both teams share the ball real well, I think.
And as they did the last few seconds of the first quarter, Lancers showing a trap defense here. Broken very nicely by the Mavericks, leads to a nice shot for Terhune, and he gives the Mavericks back the lead.
Mavericks working in the zone defense.
Coach White does switch up the defense fairly often, but I will say has a propensity to favor zones a little more often than man-to-man. Probably the most common defense is that 3-2 you just saw him in. But as far as Lancers, they're back in the trap. And nice quick passing from the Mavericks. And nice position by Terhune, rebound and the putback.
Two good baskets by him right now.
And he is now leading the way for the Mavericks with 6 points. And nice pass from Stein to Cleason.
Cole Kendall gets up, gets that rebound.
And nice ball handling by Tedder there, and nice drive. That is the third just picture-perfect drive we've seen from Tedder tonight. He's got 6 points himself.
He comes straight up when he drives and then comes straight up. He does a good job there.
And no danger of a charge on his drives, but always getting himself a good position for a good shot, and he's converting tonight.
Good control, good body control.
And Stein with a three from the baseline, and he drains it. And he is up to 9. And that three brings the Lancers back within 2. And Powell had his foot graze the sideline there, and that'll be a turnover. Kyler Stein coming back in the game for the Lancers, going to give Nathan Stein a breather. And I'd say Nathan has earned that again with 9 points here early. If it weren't for his efforts, this would be a very different game.
Lancers turn the ball over in the middle.
Lancers back in their man-to-man defense. And Powell looks like he's going to reset the Maverick offense. And Tedder kind of picks up his dribble in the corner, a little dangerous there, but he gets it back out to the point. Shot no good, but rebound to Kendall. And looks like Mavericks will reset the offense again. And nice shot there from Powell, but there's going to be a foul on the rebound. Looks like that's going to be called on Terhune and give the ball back to the Lancers.
Watching that official's hands to give a number, and I haven't seen one yet. Must be doing it all verbally.
Well, yeah, and actually I was wrong there. It looks like the foul is going to be called on Aaron Heft.
Mavericks doing a pretty good job rotating on defense.
That's a sign of good blocking out there when the ball rebound hits the ground before it hits any players. Rebound does end up going the Mavericks' way.
Dylan Jacks on the floor for the Mavericks.
And he is going to draw the foul there. Foul's going to be called on Caden Stein.
Foul's pretty even, 4 and 3.
Again, the third team foul for the Lancers there. And just the first foul on Stein. And no player really in foul trouble. Although, I guess I shouldn't say that because Corbin Vandenhoek has actually been on the bench since midway through the first quarter with 2 fouls for the Mavericks.
Caden Stein goes to the bench for the Lancers.
Give and go from Jacks to Terhune. Terhune's shot doesn't fall, and Stein gets the rebound and is going to push it the other way. And Stein gets the rebound. And the Lancers will set up their offense again. I think the Mavericks are going to really have to rely on their conditioning tonight because possession after possession, the Lancers are just pushing that ball down court. Blocking foul there, going to be called on Nathan Stein. Just the 4th team foul. Still plenty of fouls to give for both teams before anyone starts shooting free throws.
That is the 2nd foul on Nathan Stein.
Go ahead.
Heskamp back in the game for the Lancers.
This man-to-man that the Lancers are back in is fairly aggressive. Leads to a steal there. And a nice block of the shot by Stein there.
That was good play by Clinton Stein. He went out of bounds and knew he couldn't touch the ball again until his teammate got to it.
A very good presence of mind, a sign of great coaching. And Kleiman with, Cleason with a steal there. And he's going to end up putting that ball in, and we have a tie game.
It was a pretty good play. He was harried.
And again, with the score tied now again, Coach White's going to take a full minute timeout. So we're going to take a quick break here. Hope you join us for the final couple minutes of the first half. You're watching Maverick Sports on the Kiowa County Media Center.
The internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
Welcome back. We'd like to remind you that you can connect with the Media Center, like our page on Facebook for updated reminders about our live stream events. And again, we have some good ones coming up between the sub-state tournament next week here in Kiowa County and also the state tournament up in Manhattan the week after that. And we've got ourselves a very good game here, all tied up at 15 apiece with 2:40 left to play in the first half. I'd say one of the greatest improvements I've seen from this Kiowa County team as the years progressed is their ability to handle pressure defenses. Early in the year, they struggled very mightily against anyone who was, very aggressive in blocking those passing lanes. But they've definitely improved as the season's gone on, although they're showing a little signs of struggle here tonight since Spearville's come to this more aggressive man-to-man D. A couple turnovers here in the last few possessions.
Aaron Heff showing some emotion on that double dribble there, and referee did a good job of helping to get him through that.
And it looks like about 3 Maverick players got their hands on that shot by Stein. No whistle until the rebound. And looks like ultimately whistle will be called on Terhune. That is his first foul of the game, but that was on a shot, so Clinton Stein going to get a couple free throws. No good on the first. And no good on the second. Rebound to Heft. And Davis trying to connect with Terhune. Terhune wasn't looking for that pass. It gets by him, and that'll be a turnover. Nathan Stein, again, the leading scorer for the Lancers, coming back in the game. He's going to give Regan Cleason a breather. As we remain tied at 15. Mavericks really kind of dropping back, trying to protect those posts and deny the entry pass in there to Stein. He got a pretty good shot that time, but wasn't able to convert. And on the other way, Davis a little too strong on the layup, no good.
Good penetration on his part.
And Mavericks only had 2 players back on defense that time. Leads to an easy layup for the Lancers, and they retake the lead.
Nathan Stein.
We have been saying his name quite a bit here tonight. Now up to 11. And give and go from Terhune to Davis. Not able to connect, and another turnover for the Mavericks as Dylan Jacks comes back in the game.
Aaron Heft to get a breather. He's had some good minutes.
And now under a minute to play here in the first half. And Lancers opportunity to take their biggest lead of the game. Actually, I think they're at their biggest lead of the game at 2 points, but threatening to increase it here. And Stein with a 3 from the baseline. No good, but Kyler Stein with a rebound. And he's going to be fouled.
Be an and one.
Fouls on Michael Tedder. So Lancers, the opportunity here to open up a 5-point lead. Not able to convert on the free throw.
Davis with the rebound.
So Mavericks with 30 seconds or just below that. But Powell's going to throw that pass away into the hands of Cleason, and he has an easy layup. So after a very competitive first 15 minutes of this game, Mavericks now facing a 6-point deficit pending this last possession here. Davis going to take a 3 from the baseline. No good. And that will be how we end the first half on a bit of a streak there for the Lancers. They're going to go in the locker room with a 6-point lead, 21-15. So hope you join us here for the second half here in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, you're watching Maverick Sports on the Kiowa County Media Center.
I'll play with it a little bit. Go ahead. Yeah,
we have to have the music to do it.
I know, but I'll get it.
How do we get that? How do we get that to play? Did you know your chances of surviving sudden cardiac arrest outside of the hospital in Kiowa County right now is 0%, unless someone is willing to step up and help save your life? February is American Heart Month, and our mission is to increase your chances of surviving sudden cardiac arrest in Kiowa County. Oh, wow. Is that a clown on the court? Oh, my goodness. There is a clown on the court. Madison Cannon, why is your dad on the court? Go ahead, Sean. Put up that famous cannonball. Oh, nice shot. Well, at least you try. Whoa, wait a minute. I think the clown is having problems. Do any of you know what to do if someone collapses? It's simple. Anyone can do it, and it just might save someone's life. Are you okay? Are you okay? This person is unresponsive. You, Tuttle Kid, go call 911. You, Kadam Poor, go get an AED. I'm going to start hands-only CPR.
Remove clothes from patient's chest. Open gray plastic case and peel off white adhesive pads. Peel one white pad from the gray case. Place pad exactly as shown. When the first pad is in place, peel the second pad. Place pad exactly as shown. Stay clear of patient. Analyzing heart rhythm. Shock advised. Stay clear of patient. Press the flashing orange button now. Shock delivered. Be sure emergency medical services have been called. It is safe to touch the patient. Begin CPR.
Wow. Hands only.
Barclay College Online has the same mission as on campus, which is to prepare students in a Bible-centered environment for effective Christian life, service, and leadership. All of our online professors are experienced practitioners in their respective fields who love and follow Jesus and serve in the church. Taking classes through Barclay College Online is easy. You do not have to download complicated software, and courses are provided online and are compatible with Windows, Linux, and Mac operating systems. Barclay College's open enrollment allows students to jump in at any point during the year when students are ready. Classes are available all year long so students can keep moving towards their academic goals at their pace. Classes are 6 weeks in length. Students generally take one class at a time, but may choose to take multiple classes. Students may want to simply pick up a course for personal development while others are working towards degree completion. A 2-week online orientation class is available at no charge. The online orientation will provide you with the knowledge, resources, and support needed in order to succeed in the Barkley College online program. A vital piece of each class is our virtual chapel, which allows students to focus on ministering to one another in a caring community of online friends. Barkley College Online offers bachelor degrees in biblical studies, business management, Christian ministry leadership, and psychology. The online program also offers a program for the Master of Arts in Transformational Leadership degree.
And welcome back to this game between the Kiowa County Mavericks and the Spearville Lancers as you watch some of the best highlights of the first half. Right now the score sits 21-15 in favor of the Lancers, and although the Mavericks really got off to a hot start in the first half, they kind of struggled there toward the end.
Yeah, they I'm not sure what the problem was. They hustled well. I thought they were playing well. They were ahead at one point 15-10. The Lancers finished out the half at an 11-0 run to finish 15-21.
Yeah, so definitely some late momentum there from the Lancers. I'd say kind of some old problems which have haunted the Mavericks from time to time this season. The Lancers really started pressuring the Mavericks with a man-to-man defense, and that created some turnovers and some easy points off those turnovers for the Lancers. It's how we sit at 21-15, but still anyone's game here as we get ready to start the second half.
Both teams starting with their original 5 that they started the game with.
And again, that means Vandenhoek back in the game for the Mavericks. He spent quite a bit of the first half on the bench in foul trouble. He got 2 pretty quick, but he's back in the game here to start the second half.
Mavericks in a zone defense.
Stein with the ball there did most of the damage for the Lancers the first half. He ended with 11 points to lead all scorers. As Tedder kicks that pass from Heskamp out of bounds, staying the way of the Lancers. And nice pass finds Stein under the basket. And that's 2 easy points for the Lancers. And again, something we saw a lot of in the first half is some great hustle from Luke Heskamp there, the freshman point guard for the Lancers. Nearly forcing a turnover there, but maybe a little too much hustle at the end of that play as it looks like he's going to be whistled for a foul.
I believe that's right.
But those are the kind of fouls I think coaches like to see.
That's a whole lot better than making a bad decision and following up by another bad decision.
Yep.
You see that a lot of times, a frustration foul.
That is his first foul of the game. So again, neither team really in that much foul trouble. And Terhune just a little too far into the basket to get that reverse layup to fall. And once again, pushing the ball up court is Heskamp. He's going to take a 3, and he's going to drain it for his first points of the night. So now, again, counting the way that the first half ended, that is now a 16-0 run that the Lancers are on. Not going to be helped there by close to a turnover by Terhune, but that ball ends up being last touched by the Lancers, so Mavericks will keep it. Again, very tough pressure man-to-man defense. Lancers flying into those passing lanes. And drive by Tedder, a little out of control, but nice position for a rebound by Vandenhoek. No good on the putback. And once again, just Lancers flying down the court, not giving the Mavericks much time to set up a defense at all.
They are fast. Showing some speed today.
And give and go is attempted from Terhune to Davis. Davis, great presence of mind, able to save that turnover.
Yep.
And bounce it off the knee of Lancer player fence. And Tedder open for a three, and he drains it. And he's leading all scorers with the Mavericks. He's up to, 9. Do some quick math in my head. Actually, only 3 players have scored for the Mavericks. Tedder with 9, Terhune with 6, and Davis with 3. Apparently the Mavericks like their multiples of 3 tonight. The thing to note about the Lancer defense is Powell is going to have a chance for a 4-point play as he is fouled on the 3-pointer and makes it nonetheless. Definitely pleased the home crowd there.
That's going to be the second foul this half on Heskamp.
Again, another, I'd say, kind of hustle foul. Heskamp just trying to get in the way of that shot, but his momentum took him right into Powell after the shot was off. Powell drains it and gets the free throw. So yet another player with a multiple of 3 points right now for the Mavericks. We'll see if he can break that trend. Unfortunately, he doesn't, so score stays 21-26 as the Mavericks finally get on the board after 16 straight points by the Lancers and almost forced a turnover there on the defensive side.
Powell with some hustle there, getting back on defense.
Drive by Stein, pulls up for the shot, no good. And nice hustle there for the rebound by Vandenhoek. And Mavericks with another chance to whittle into that lead. Again, at one point in the second half, they are down by as many as 11, now down just by 5.
Yep, they've had some good scores.
Actually, other points here in the second half have come off of 3-pointers. One by Tedder, one by Powell, and Davis draws the foul on the drive there. He'll get a couple free throws. No good on the first free throw.
The coach I live with says when you're behind, you want to score with the clock stopped. It's always a good deal.
Well, Davis does just that, connecting on the second free throw. He is up to 4. And Mavericks back within 4 themselves. Escap with the drive, just a little short on the shot. Rebound to Vandenhoek again.
2 good rebounds for him.
And I will say, definitely Vandenhoek, I would say, is the strongest rebounder that the Mavericks have. He's a pretty good vertical leap, good fundamentals as far as blocking out his man. Definitely leads the Mavericks in rebounds this year so far. Averaging just shy of 8 rebounds a game.
Regan Cleason comes back into the game for the Lancers.
Terhune shot just a little short on the inbounds play. And it looks like that was last touch by the Lancers, so Mavericks will get another inbounds play from under the basket. And Tedder going to be called for the travel there before he got the ball on the ground.
Heskamp was up in his grill. He couldn't get the ball on the floor quick enough.
Well, and that has just been the MO of the Lancer D for the majority of this game is whether they're defending the defender as guarding the player with the ball or not, they're just not giving the Mavericks any space. Tedder going to end up the ball there.
Good takeaway by the Mavericks.
And that was very close to an over and back.
Yep.
But it wasn't, so Mavericks keep the ball. Terhune loses the handle on it there near the baseline.
Going to call a foul.
And as he tries to get that ball back, he is going to be whistled for that foul. Just his second of the game. And only the first foul on the Mavericks in the second half. And really haven't heard too many whistles as into the game for the Lancers comes number 2, Jory Lamp.
Aaron Heft into the game for the Mavericks for John Terhune.
And pretty young lineup now for the Lancers. A couple freshmen and a sophomore on the backcourt for them. One of those freshmen, Stein, with the ball there. Nathan Stein too strong on the street, but Caden Stein gets the rebound, and he's going to draw the foul on the putback.
Trevor Powell. It's going to be his second foul.
It's going to be both teams with quite a few fouls to give. Got to wonder if Stein on the drive there, no good, but his putback is going to draw a foul and get a couple free throws. But again, the refs have been fairly lenient with their whistles so far this game. Again, both sides, but really think that might play to the advantage of the Spearville Lancers, who are much more aggressive on the defensive end. Stein makes the first.
We noticed in the girls' game that they seem to get a little, officials got a little tighter at the end of the game. I guess we'll just wait and see what happens.
Well, and depending on the status of the game, that's not necessarily atypical. You know, if it's a close game late, you want to make sure and call them like they should be.
Right.
But, you know, if the game gets a little out of hand, well, sometimes you just let the clock run.
Yeah.
But right now, definitely not out of hand. Mavericks just down by 6 as we close in on 2 minutes of play in the third quarter. It's again pressure man-to-man defense as they've been in most of the night for the Lancers. And Davis wants to reset the offense. And Hef's pass to Kendall's picked off. Cleason, he's going to draw the foul on the layup, although sounds like the home crowd was thinking that was all ball. Let's see if we can take another look at the replay there. And probably a little body there. We'll give the refs the benefit of the doubt.
Yep. Foul on Landon Davis, that's his first. Subs in. Heskamp back in for the Lancers.
Dylan Jacks in for the Mavericks. Landon Davis and Vandenhoek going to take a breather.
Clinton Stein back on the floor for the Mavericks. And Nathan Stein's going to take a rest.
And that is definitely good news for the Mavericks, although I will say he's been fairly quiet, at least compared to his first half totals. Again, had 11 in the first half, only 2 so far here in the second. And Cole Kendall, good position near the free throw line, and nice shooter's roll.
Heskamp pushing the ball.
And nice cross-court pass. Stein finds Cleason, his shot's blocked, and he'll get the ball back and will be fouled on the putback.
We're going to call that on John Terhune. That's his third foul.
See, nice clean block there by Aaron Heft, but Cleason comes back up with it and is fouled as he has the second attempt. He'll miss that first free throw, however. As Vandenhoek is now going to give Terhune a rest with those 3 fouls. And Nathan Stein back in the game, replacing Kyler Stein. Cleason makes the second of his free throws. Tell you, just from what I've seen here so far tonight, I'm thinking Spearville is going to have a pretty strong team next year and actually for the next couple of years. And no seniors at all on that team, and they are fairly impressive so far here tonight. Jack's able to find Heft, not able to sink the shot. And once again, as always, is Spearville pushing the ball down the other way. And that leads to a nice, easy layup for Clinton Stein. Those are his first points. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Heskamp go anything other than full speed tonight, either offensive or defensive end. And bounces going the Mavericks' way. And nice try to save by Vandenhoek. Kind of like a pinball machine there. It bounced off one Lancer player right to another. And that's going to end up with a nice bucket under the basket for Stein, Caden Stein. I tell you, after a slow first half, he's kind of crept up here in the second. He's now up to 8 points.
That was good hustle by the Mavericks. The ball just came off the bottom of the backboard and bounced right back to the Lancer. 3 Mavericks around him.
Yeah, sometimes the ball just does not bounce your way.
Now, you were talking about how young this team is. You know, the 2 leaders, as far as I see, you know, the 2 big guys that are playing are just juniors. And most of the rest of the supporting team are younger than that.
Yeah, the freshmen and sophomores. But again, Caden Stein and also Nathan Stein, again, leading scorers here tonight. As Kyle makes a layup as time expires. So little momentum for the Mavericks as they head into the final quarter of play here. They're going to go in down by 9, 26-35. See if they're able to close that gap and make a game of it. Hope you join us for it. You're watching Maverick Sports on the Kiowa County Media Center.
Kiowa County Impact Video Production Committee encourages you to practice the KC Big 3.
At Kiowa County, we treat others right.
By helping others up.
By encouraging each other.
By patting players on the back and showing good sportsmanship.
At Kiowa County, we make smart decisions.
By respecting the officials.
By keeping our cool.
And by listening to the coach.
At Kiowa County, we maximize our potential.
By practicing on our own time.
And by always giving 100%.
Quarter here between the Kiowa County Mavericks and Spearville Lancers. Kiowa County down by 9 as we head into the final 8 minutes. And just some notes. Spearville definitely being led by 2 Stein players. Number 10, Nathan Stein, 11 points. And Caden Stein, again, had kind of a slow first half, but came on strong here in the second. And he is up to 9 points here so far tonight. Mavericks will start the quarter with possession of the ball. And Terhune under the basket, no good. And Stein gets the rebound. And 3 attempts by Heskamp, no good, but Stein with a rebound. And that is Caden Stein getting his own rebounds quite often. Nathan Stein with the rebound there. And that's something you know coaches hate to see, is so many second opportunities as the Lancers got right there.
Yep.
Ends up being a jump ball, possession arrow in the favor of the Lancers.
Vandenhoek with some good hustle getting on the floor there.
Nathan Stein with a 3 from the baseline, no good. It's again Cleason with a rebound, and just offensive rebounds killed the Mavericks on that possession. 4 or 5 at least, I'd say.
Yeah.
And should be noted, Cleason now up to 10. 10 points for the Lancers.
Terhune going to the basket with the ball. And
he does draw the foul there, but no free throws as of yet. A long 3 from Davis, and a shooter's roll. It's his second 3 of the night. 7 points total.
Mavericks showing a little more hustle now on defense.
And Heskamp no good on the drive, and after he gets the rebound, Tedder's going to be fouled.
That's by Clinton Stein.
Just the 15th foul for the Lancers. So they're 2 away of giving a bonus for Kiowa County, although the next time Kiowa County fouls, it will be a 1-on-1 for Spearville. And Davis going to lose the handle on that dribble. Goes out of bounds, and that'll be a turnover.
Terhune and Vandenhoek both on the floor with 3 personal fouls.
And Mavericks showing a little more pressure D than they have earlier tonight.
Yep.
Although Lancers, great job blocking it, or breaking that press. Ends up going to be an easy putback for Stein. Again, that's Caden Stein.
10-point lead for the Lancers.
Tedder with a long 3, and he trains it. I tell you, that's most impressive thing I've noticed about the Mavericks tonight is I have not seen them shoot the ball that well from outside all year long. Davis has 2 threes, Tedder has a couple, Powell's got a 3.
That shot by Tedder is about as smooth a shot as I've seen tonight.
Definitely nothing but net there. And Mavericks get the ball back, now down just by 7. With a little over 5.5 minutes to play.
Lancers way out high on that zone defense.
It doesn't matter if it's a man-to-man or a zone, they are up in your face. And looks like that might end up being the 4th foul on Terhune. Take a look there at the shot by Tedder. Nothing but net. And that is the 4th foul on Terhune. And Terhune is the leading scorer for the Mavericks on the year, so be a blow if and when he comes off the floor, as he's going to get a rest now in favor of Aaron Heft.
Caden Stein, big man for Spearville, also goes to the bench.
Clinton Stein makes both of his free throws. Extends the lead back out to 8. And pick off there by Nathan Stein, and as always, hustling is Heskamp. Fortunately, he's not able to finish, but the Lancers do get the rebound and are going to draw yet another foul from the Mavericks. Foul is going to be whistled on Tedder.
30-second timeout by Mavericks.
Again, during this timeout, just like to remind you that the Media Center will be providing live coverage of the 2A Sub-State Basketball Tournament here in Greensburg on March 6th, 7th, and 8th. Please keep tabs of who advances to the semifinals and finals, because all those games, girls and boys, will be televised here on the Media Center. Check it out at live.kwksmedia.org.
I understand Kiowa County will be traveling away. Their first two games go to the higher seed.
Yeah, both our girls and boys teams ended up being the 5th seed, which again, that puts you in the lower bracket, or have an away game for the first round of the playoffs. Those games will be actually next Tuesday, and then whoever wins those rounds of games will come back here to Greensburg to play those final rounds of the sub-state playoffs. As Nathan Stein makes the first of his 2 free throws. Tell you, there are a couple teams I'm really looking forward to seeing that should be here. I would guess at least make the second round of the playoffs as Stein gets ready for a second. And nice shooter's roll there. Central Plains being one we've already seen here. Very good team, but more than that, the top seed in the sub-state is St. John, who is undefeated on the year. And really looking forward, hopefully, to a finals game between perhaps Tedder with another 3. He's got a hot hand tonight.
That's his spot.
But Central Plains, the only games they've lost have been to St. John's. So they got to figure that happened 3 times so far this season. So they got to figure that the Oilers are eager for a final or a win against St. John in the most important game they'll be playing this year. But again, those 2 teams may not be in the finals. That's why they play the games.
Terhune back on the floor for the Mavericks, and I believe they called that foul on Davis. Yeah, they did. That's his second foul. That's fortunate because I think Terhune was right in the mix there.
And Cleason makes the first of the 2 free throws. And should be noted here with just over 4.5 minutes to play, every single foul the Mavericks give tonight, or for the remainder of the game, will actually be 2 free throws for the Lancers. They are set to be in the double bonus. Tedder spot again, but
Terhune.
We'll call that a pass to. Yeah, we'll call that a pass to Terhune. Get him an assist.
Yeah.
Always good to be at the right place at the right time.
Yep. Coach calls a timeout for the Lancers. That's going to be a full timeout.
Yep, full timeout. So we'll take a quick break here. Hope you join us for the final few minutes of this game. You're watching Mavericks Sports on the Kiowa County Media Center.
The internet has drastically changed the way we communicate. Are you keeping up with the times? The Kiowa County Media Center can connect you with viewers in markets all over the region, the state, and the world. Our technology keeps us on pace with the high demand of internet video content. Bring your audience from anywhere in the world to your wedding, conference, sporting event, concert, and much more. No one does high-quality video streaming like us. We are the Kiowa County Media Center, leading the new age of communication.
And welcome back. As we come back from that timeout, just like to remind you that the Media Center always welcomes all volunteers. If you're interested in being a camera operator, video technician, graphic operator, or audio engineer, please contact Grant Newhold at 620-723-1117 or email him at grant.newhold@kwksmedia.org and become part of the crew. I'm really hoping they don't cut to Grant's camera right now, is what I'm hoping. Of course, that's an open invitation for the director and the trailer to do just that. And thankfully that didn't happen, so I'm not sure if it's Casey or Chase in the trailer directing, but thank you for that. So 7-point lead here for the Lancers with the ball. And Mavericks staying in their zone defense. Doing their best to kind of shut down the size advantage of the Lancers, but really most of the damage tonight has been done by that man, Nathan Stein. 2 more points there, and he is up to 15, leading all scorers.
Yep, they came right at John Terhune, knowing he probably wasn't going to foul.
Yeah, he has no fouls to give with 4 on the night.
Lancers in a man-to-man. Maybe you just said that.
I don't recall, but I'm forgetful.
Landon Davis with a nice jump shot at the top of the key.
He's up to 9 points.
Lancers going to spread their offense.
Looks like they're content to run some time off the clock.
Yep.
Make the Mavericks come to them.
Skip pass.
It really looks like the Lancers are kind of in a delay offense here.
Yeah.
Just wanting to keep possession and bleed that clock down. And again, just talking about playing to strengths and weaknesses, has there nice drive by Cleason, I believe. Well,
no, they called him with
looks like a travel, perhaps.
I think so.
Wasn't a foul and a turnover before the shot came off, so most likely a travel. But again, as we hit those last couple minutes, as Lancers have shown kind of a delay offense tactic, Mavericks don't often play very pressured defense. They're more passive, just trying to take down out the inside. Might hurt them here in the final couple minutes here of this relatively close game. Stein going to do his best to make sure it's not close. Drains a 3. He is up to 18.
Makes it a 10-point game.
Really pretty good shooting all around for both teams. As Terhune loses the handle, that's going to be a turnover.
Kind of seemed to have just let down a little bit of energy.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a timeout here called by Coach White for the Mavericks. And looks like that's going to be a 30-second timeout. All right, now. And welcome back as we have a minute 45 to play here in the second half. Lancers, after, again, pretty close game throughout here, they've opened up a 10-point lead and have the ball. And at least so far here tonight, or over the last couple minutes, they're showing they're going to try to bleed that clock down. See if that continues here on this possession. It looks like they're running more of a standard offense here.
Yep.
So that was just kind of a one-time thing, I guess. Although it should be noted the Mavericks have switched to a man-to-man defense, which probably, again, has something to do with the change in offensive scheme for the Lancers. Well,
they are, I mean, they're not really looking to shoot, but
as Vandenhoek gets a steal there and is going to get 2 easy points on their end.
Yep.
And those are actually his first points of the night. And he's usually up there among the leading scorers for the Mavericks, so he's had a tough night. As there will be another 30-second timeout, this one taken by the Lancers coach. We'll stay here. And nice move there by Vandenhoek.
Yep.
Easy layup. And once again, I'd like to remind you that you can connect with the Media Center on Facebook. Like our page for updated reminders about our live stream events. And our next live stream event after these games tonight will be on March the 6th in the semifinal games of the girls 2A sub-state tournament hosted here in Greensburg. We're definitely hoping our teams make it back here, play some games in their home court in the playoffs. And they have a pretty good chance, although neither is a top seed getting that first round at home. They're both 5 seeds, so I've got to like their chances. There should be pretty good games in the first round for both our girls and boys. And Heskamp. Tell you, I've been really impressed with his play tonight. He's only at 3 points, but just really nothing but hustle all around, forcing a lot of turnovers on the defensive end and making things happen with his ball handling at the point.
Yep. And he's a freshman, so they look forward to having him help them.
Yep. 3 more years of hustle.
Yeah.
And Tedder was trying to foul there, but couldn't quite get it done. And he's a little slow to get up, but looks like he's fine. Good to see.
Good job there by the officials, keeping everybody safe.
And Mavericks down by 10 with under 20 seconds here to play. And Davis, very long 3, is a little short. And Vandenhoek's going to foul on the rebound.
8.5 left on the clock. 10-point game.
Again, double bonus for the Lancers will lead to 2 free throws for Cleason. And once again, Cleason, after kind of a slow first half, has really snuck up the boards here. He's up to 11. 2 free throws pending right now. And the referee's just verifying that the Lancers are in the double bonus, and they are. Cleason makes the first. and makes the second. And he's up to 13. And one last shot by Powell's. How will end this game? No good. And we will finish up the regular season for the Mavericks. They will lose by 12 to the Spearville Lancers. Really credit the great pressure D by the Lancers, and really, even in the loss, very impressed with the Mavericks shooting here tonight.
Yes.
Tedder finishes the game leading the Mavericks with 15 points, thanks in no small part to 3 3-pointers he was able to make. Davis with a couple threes himself. Powell also chipping in a 3. On the other end of the court, the Lancers were led by number 10, Nathan Stein, finishing with 18. Not too far behind him were Caden Stein with 13 and Regan Cleason also with 13. So that is how we're going to end the regular season. Hope you join us for our next broadcast again next week. We'll have the sub-state tournament for you here in Greensburg. In the meantime, I'm Matt Christensen.
Jay Fleener, glad to be here.
Hope you see us next time. You're watching Maverick Sports on the Kiowa County Media Center.
This has been a presentation by the Kiowa County Media Center.